So the 2019 Asian Cup ends up with the final 4 teams. Who's going to come out on top? We'll talk about semi-finals next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time looking forward to the old 2019 Asian Cup semi-finals. Now, we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button. Get you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Asian Cup related, world football related. We're going to all hear under one roof. Now, before we get into the old semi-finals, we're going to take a look back at the results. And, of course, my predictions for the old quarters. Now, kicking it off, it was Vietnam up against Japan. Japan obviously topping Group F way back when. Vietnam squeaky through the back door of Group D in 3rd spot. But they obviously did enough to get through to the quarterfinals up against one of the favourites, Japan. But ultimately, big fat 1-0 win for Japan, who are one of the favourites to go all the way. I actually went with a 2-0 win for Japan. So unlucky Vietnamese folks, you're going home. And joining you will be China. That's right, China came up on top. Not top, they came out 2nd in Group C behind South Korea, but up against one of the favourites, including, in my eyes, the favourites to go out all the way as Iran come out on top. 3-0 winners. I actually went with a 3-1 win in favour of Iran. So 2 out of 2. I got picked the correct 2 out of the, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Moving on to Korea up against Qatar. Now, this half of the draw, a couple of surprises on the cards. Obviously, like I said already, Korea coming out on top of Group C. Qatar, what did they do? They came out on top on Group E, and they actually look quite a decent side. Free scoring a lot of goals. Maybe, just maybe, they're going to get their act together for the World Cup because they are the hosts. But they ultimately came out on top 1-0 winners over one of the strongest teams in the whole tournament, Korea. Actually, won the 2-0 win for Korea over Qatar. So maybe, just maybe, Qatar can upset the apple cart and go all the way. Moving on to the final game of the quarterfinals, it was the champions up against the host, Australia, up against the United Arab Emirates. Now, I think in most people's eyes, most pundits' eyes, would have thought Australia to be the favourites. But ultimately, the UAE came out on top with a big fat 1-0 win. I actually went with a 3-1 win for the UAE, so not too shabby. 3 out of 4. Ain't too bad. So, moving on to the semis, let's take a look at it. Iran up against Japan. Now, this one, it's a difficult one to call. Obviously, Iran topping Group D quite comfortably, only drawing against Iraq along the way, and have made themselves through to the semi-finals up against Japan, who clean sweeped through Group F. But ultimately, I'm going to go with a big fat 3-2 win over Japan. To get themselves through to the final of the 2019 Asian Cup, and joining them, it'll either be the UAE or Qatar. And Qatar, obviously the host of the next World Cup, up against the United Arab Emirates, who are hosting the 2019 Asian Cup. I'm going to go with home form on this one, and UAE to upset again to make it through to the final with a big fat 2-1 win in the semi-finals. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Asian Cup related, World Cup related, and of course Blackburn Rovers related. We're going to all here under one roof. Also, check out the old predictions. Well, make sure you drop your own predictions down in the comment section below to let me see who you think will go through to the Asian Cup final. And while I have you, make sure you'll check out the old description. Links to my other social media platforms are in there. Twitter, Facebook, and all that kind of good stuff. And we'll be back one more time for the final. And then, just to let you know that this summer there is a lot more international football going on. We've got the Gold Cup out in Central America. We've got the Copa America. The draw has just been decided only a couple of days ago. And we've got the African Cup of Nations as well. So lots of international. And of course, the Nations League in Europe as well. So a lot of football tournaments to look forward to in the summer. And we'll be predicting the lot of them. Anyway, I'm going to let you get out of here until I see you again. Thumbs up, subscribe. I'm out. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date. All things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.